Today I want to talk about Johnny Depp and Amber Heard because if you guys are not aware, there is currently an ongoing trial that is set to last about 6 weeks between the two of them. I did a video about their relationship last year, which I will have linked down below. It was with some of the information that we had at the time. The first week of the trial has already gone through and there's been so much more information that has come out since then. And more information will continue to come out because as I'm filming this video, it is currently Monday, April 18th, and it's the second week of the trial. So as you guys watch this video, please keep in mind that there is going to be a lot more information that comes out. I have been looking at the evidence that has been out so far, and with what I've seen, it's kind of led me to where I am with what I think about the entire thing. So if you're unaware of the current situation, Johnny Depp is suing Amber Heard over a 2018 op-ed that she had wrote. This was an op-ed that was posted on the Washington Post, and it was a few days after it was posted, Johnny Depp was actually dropped from the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise, and we all know there can be no Pirates of the Caribbean without Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp's lawyers say that the article in the Washington Post written by Amber Heard falsely implies that Johnny Depp was physically abusive to her. And because of this, Johnny Depp is suing Amber Heard for $50 million in this defamation lawsuit. But Amber is countersuing Johnny Depp for $100 million. The reason why Amber Heard is filing a $100 million counterclaim against Johnny Depp is because she is saying that he coordinated a campaign that was aimed at smearing her. And at this time, experts are actually saying that this is basically Johnny Depp's last shot at redeeming himself from this situation. Claire Gill, who is an attorney that's represented celebrities and politician and defamation cases before, says that you don't get these huge libel trials. It's just really rare for someone to take on this level of risk. You might say that suggests that possibly he's telling the truth. The perception is, why would anyone do this unless what's being said about him is untrue? Others would say he's desperate and he has no choice to follow through. Either way, it's really unusual. And I guess apparently a lot of people in these situations, even if they want to take it to court, they end up not doing it because they're advised not to, because it can end up being worse for them in the end. They say that it brings a lot of attention to something that they don't want attention brought to, and the fact that he is pursuing this is something that makes people believe even more that there's credibility to him, because why would he be pursuing something that he was so heavily advised against doing? Because if he loses this, what else does he lose? This is a situation where there is countless evidence that shows Amber Heard abused Johnny Depp. Not just once, not just twice, but on numerous occasions. And with some of these witnesses we've already seen, which I'll be talking about in a moment, like, she's already been caught in lies on week 1. And we have audio of her that has been out for years now where she's mocking him, berating him, admitting to hitting him.
And then you fuck me.
I remember hitting you as a response to the door thing, and I'm really sorry about hitting you with the door, or hitting your head. I did not mean to, nor...
You didn't mean to hit me in the head with the door, but you meant to punch me in the jaw.
I meant to hit you, and I did not do this thing with the door. I do remember, I did mean to hit you.
So that you didn't mean?
The door? No, God, no, I didn't.
But punching me in the jaw.
I didn't. Okay, I'm sorry I hit you. I did mean to hit you, but it was in response. I just reacted in response to my foot. I just reacted, and I'm sorry.
You hit me last night. You
can't run away every fight. You can't. It's easy. It's not brave. It's not strong.
I don't want to, because I don't want to fight.
You run away every single fight. Want to make it easy on you, so you split. You don't fight for me. You don't fight when there's a problem. You don't.
I'm not the one who throws pots and
those are different.
That's else at me.
That's different. Just because I've thrown pots and pans does not mean that you come and knock on the door. Just because there are vases does not mean that you come and knock on the door.
Really, I should just let you throw.
I'm not saying that. You're saying that. You're putting words in my mouth and then making non sequiturs.
I'm giving you a situation.
I'm not sitting here and fighting with you about the fight that we had.
You got physically violent with me. I texted Travis. I said, "Come up here," because I didn't want anything to happen.
I'm not gonna sit here and fight about Toronto anymore. Guess what? I let it go. I'm not talking about Toronto. I'm not talking to nobody. that. I'm sorry that I didn't hit
punched
you
me
across the face in a proper slap, but I was hitting you. It was not punching you. Babe, you're not punched.
Don't tell me what it feels like to be punched.
You know, even a lot of fights been around a long time. I know. Yeah.
No, when you have a closed fist.
You get punched. You got hit. I'm sorry I hit you like this, but I did not punch you. I did not deck you. I was hitting you.
You can't
I don't know
deck
what
me.
the motion of my actual hand was, but you're fine. I did not hurt you. I did not punch you. I was hitting you.
Oh,
That's the difference
you
between
poor
me and
dog.
you. You're baby.
There's another video of her where when they're playing back what she said, she's rolling her eyes and laughing and eating and just being really rude about the situation.
I meant to hit you, and I did not do this thing with the door. I do remember, I did mean to hit you.
So that you didn't mean?
The door? No, God, no, I
But punching me in the jaw.
okay, I'm sorry.
So on the tape, you tell Johnny Depp that you did mean to hit him.
Objection. That's argumentative, and it misstates what the recording was.
Isn't it true, Ms. Heard, that in September of 2015, you punched Johnny Depp in the face with a closed fist?
I hit Johnny one time when he. Sorry, I'll wait.
Not acting like someone that is scared of this man. Now, we don't know what went on behind closed doors with the two of them, but there is a lot of things that we do know that she did. Now, here's something interesting that happened before the trial started, and it's actually something that is illegal, and Amber Heard was kind of like riding the line of that a little bit, and that was in an Instagram post that she had made where she was talking about how she still has love for Johnny Depp, and people were saying that this could be her trying to sway the jury. She posted it on April 9th, and it says, "I'm going offline for the next several weeks. As you may know, I'll be in Virginia, where I face my ex-husband Johnny Depp in court. Johnny is suing me for an op-ed I wrote in the Washington Post, in which I recounted my experience of violence and domestic abuse. I never named him. Rather, I wrote about the price women pay for speaking out against men in power. I continue to pay that price, but hopefully when this case concludes, I can move on, and so can Johnny. I've always maintained a love for Johnny, and it brings me great pain to have to live out the details of our past life together in front of the world. At this time, I recognize the ongoing support I've been fortunate to receive throughout the years, and in these coming weeks, I will be leaning on it more than ever. With love, always, A." And then to add to her Instagram post, she had also had really good press right before that, where people had actually put out an article about her and her daughter, Una. Her daughter, Una, has just recently turned 1, and so they posted a photo of them all happy and cute. This is something that looks good for Amber. When you see something like this, you're like, oh, she's just an innocent mother. It kind of paints this picture, right? I've been seeing some people say that they think that this is another jury swaying situation where they're putting out positive things about her to make her look better in the public right before this trial started. One of the things about Amber Heard is that she's been accused by a lot of people as being really manipulative. And even before this happened, there were people that actually thought her having the baby when she did was very calculated. If you're unaware, she had her baby via a surrogate. I remember seeing articles where people were saying that she did this because she knows how much Johnny Depp likes kids, and that he wouldn't want to take food from the table from this child, and that she was trying to manipulate him. I'm not saying I thought that. I'm not saying what I thought, but I'm just saying that is something that I have seen people say. When you have this People article come out right before the trial, and then she makes that Instagram post, it's just another thing that looks very calculated. Some of the things I want to talk about that came out in week 1. I am just a girl sitting on my living room floor, so this is just my opinion. But in watching the first week, it really looks like that they may potentially be trying to frame it because Johnny Depp has had a drug and alcohol abuse problem, that means that he also must be abusive. But somebody who has addictions doesn't make them abusive. And you can't can't really portray somebody as abusive just because they abuse substances or because they have addictions. That's not really how that works. It's two separate things. When they first got up on the second day of the trial, and one of her lawyers that everybody in the comments keeps calling a Karen, she was describing some of the things that Johnny Depp allegedly did to Amber. Johnny is behind her and he looks genuinely confused. Like, I know this man's an actor, but when she was talking, his facial expression was that of someone that was just hearing that for the first time.
They were talking about a tattoo that he had that had Winona Ryder forever. He had altered that to Wine Forever after he broke up with Winona Ryder. Just an aside, he had Slim, which was his nickname for Amber. When they broke up, he turned it to Scum. But in any event, he had that on there, and Amber thought he was making a joke when he was talking about it, and she laughed. And he up and slapped her. Now you see the rings that Mr. Depp has on him hurts when he slaps. And she was stunned. She had no idea what to think. And she kind of laughed thinking, well, maybe that was a joke. What just happened? And he slapped her again. And then she just froze and just looked. And then he hit her again, and this time it knocked her right off the sofa onto the ground. And she remembers her face was in this dirty, filthy carpet. That's what she remembers and fixated on, the dirty carpet. And she's thinking, oh my God, I have to leave. I have to leave. But I love him.
They also appear to be trying to make it look like Johnny Depp is the obsessed one. Like, he's the one that just will not let this go. He wants to ruin her life, when this whole thing was started because of her coming out to the public with bruises, because of her doing an op-ed where everybody knew she was talking about Johnny Depp when she said she was abused. Yet the lawyers are getting up there and they're trying to convince the jury that Johnny Depp just will not let this go. There's a lot of hypocrisy going on, and we don't really have much against Johnny Depp, so let's just come from this angle that he drinks and does drugs, even though Amber also drinks and does drugs. Amber Heard's lawyer also kept talking about Amica cream. What I had actually learned after this was that apparently the lawyer was saying it wrong. This tweet is an example. It says the fact that Amber Heard's lawyer went on and on about Amica cream when it is in fact arnica cream and used to reduce the swelling and discoloration of bruising. It does not cover it up, and it only helps a bruise heal faster. Absolutely incompetent and full of lies. So apparently this Amica cream she was talking about this whole time that Amber Heard supposedly carried around in her purse to cover up her bruises is not something that you could cover up bruises with. Apparently, it just helps them heal faster. I have seen a lot of stuff about like this whole her faking her bruises thing. I don't know if they were fake, but there is a lot of witnesses that say that they saw her right after this and that she didn't have bruises on her face. Then also their couple's therapist said that she showed up and she did have bruises. So there's people saying that she did, and there's people saying that she didn't. But one thing I will say is that there isn't any makeup on this planet that if you look at it close enough that you can't tell there's makeup on there. Makeup is something you're putting on your skin, and it's not invisible. You can tell the difference in somebody's skin and makeup. And her lawyer was saying that, you know, she wore this makeup because why would she want to go out in public and get photographed with bruises on her face because she was an actress? But there's literally like pictures of her outside in public getting paparazzi'd with bruises on her face. So that wasn't even true. Like, she didn't wear the makeup every time she went out. She got photographed with them on. Yet they're trying to make it sound like she didn't want anybody to know that she had bruises on her face, even though she went out in public with them and took numerous photos with them. And Johnny Depp's lawyers actually said that all of the photos of Amber's bruises are all copies. None of these pictures are the originals, and they were all stored in an editing software. There are no originals left. Johnny Depp's sister was up there as a witness for him, and she was talking about the way that Amber Heard had reacted to Johnny Depp when she found out that Dior wanted to sponsor him.
But Johnny told Amber that I had just had a meeting with Dior, and that, you know, they were interested in him. Her reaction to that was she was in disbelief and sort of disgust, because she said, Dior, why would Dior want to do business with you? They're about class and they're about style, and you don't have style. You know, so it was the insulting kind of taking away that one moment, you know, that insult is there.
I also really think it's important to mention that when his sister was up there testifying, she was describing how their mother was a very mean woman and that she was incredibly abusive. Their father, on the other hand, she said was a really calm and quiet man, a lot like Johnny Depp. But their mother would mock them, berate them. She had embarrassing nicknames for them that she would use to purposely make them feel humiliated. She would hit them. She was talking about how Johnny Depp's reaction to this was always to just be quiet and take it, or to run off and go and hide or get away from the situation. And we see a pattern with this. This is exactly what he would do with Amber Heard, while Amber Heard is just screaming at him that you won't stay and fight, you always just leave. This is a really great testimony because it shows a pattern of behavior that he learned to get away from a situation like this from a very, very young age. And Amber even says it herself that he wouldn't stay and fight. He would just run off.
Can't run away every fight. You can't. It's easy. It's not brave. It's not strong.
I don't want to, because I don't want to fight.
You run away every single fight. Want to make it easy on you, so you split. You don't fight for me. You don't fight when there's a problem. You don't.
True. I'm not the one who fucking throws pots and
Those are different.
whatever the else at me.
That's different. Just because I've thrown pots and pans does not mean that you come and knock on the door. Just because there are vases does not mean that you come and knock on the door.
Really, I should just let you throw.
I'm not saying that. You're saying that. You're putting words in my mouth and then making non sequiturs.
I'm giving you a situation.
Some more evidence to suggest that Amber Heard is the aggressor is there's been countless people that have said that she is a very mean person, allegedly. Amber Heard's assistant was up there talking about how Amber Heard was really mean to her. She had her do literally everything for her. And you can actually see pictures of Amber Heard with her friend Eve Barlow carrying all of her groceries and everything while Amber Heard's carrying nothing. So I think she likes to have people around her that do everything for her, allegedly. Her old assistant was on there talking about her experience with Amber, and you could tell that she doesn't like her at all. And she was saying that
standing in her office where she leapt up out of her chair, put her face approximately 4 inches from my face. She was spitting in my face and telling me how dare I ask for the salary I was asking for, which was in fact approximately half of my regular annual salary. I was offering her that as a favour, and she felt that gave her the right to spit in my face. And there was a witness in the apartment at that time, by the way.
Who was at the apartment at the time?
The handyman, Hector Galindo.
I'm sorry?
The handyman, Hector Galindo. He was so mortified. He was so embarrassed to hear her speaking to me like that.
A newsstand guy that was instructed to hold 2 copies of every magazine she appeared in was a newsstand on Sherborne Avenue, just off La Cienega, and he would hold them for me, and I would go there once a week to pick up a pile of magazines, which I would then store in her garage.
Why would you store them in Miss Heard's garage?
Because she didn't want Mr. Depp to see them.
Did she tell you why she didn't want Mr. Depp to see them?
No, she just got very angry with me one day because I hadn't quite made it downstairs to put them in the garage when she came home, and she went absolutely ballistic over that.
When you say she went absolutely ballistic over that, can you please describe what you mean?
Screaming, yelling, abuse.
Do you remember what she said to you?
No.
But it was abusive in your opinion?
Blind rage.
Now, the couple therapist did say Amber had admitted to hitting him multiple times.
So tell us what you mean in that one section He hits her, no closed fist. She hits back and now starts it for pride because
father
hit her. Would you please tell us what you meant by that?
It's so when she said in terms of physical abuse that he hits her, a no closed fist means an open hand slap to me. And she says that she hits back and now she starts it and sometimes hits him first because her history is having been violated by her father physically. And just out of pride, she, if she's, a lot of things trigger her. And if she's triggered, she would hit him first. If she felt disrespected, she had come out of her background history feeling that her pride needed to dominate and she needed to stand up for herself.
When Ms. Heard told you that Johnny Depp hits her or slaps her, Johnny Depp was not present, correct?
Correct.
Previously, Amber Heard is on record saying she only hit him once and it was a self-defense situation, but her therapist is saying that she admitted to doing it numerous times, not just once. So that is a situation where Amber did get caught in lying about that. When Johnny Depp's friend Isaac was up there speaking, he started crying and just saying how this was ruining so many people's lives. It was a really sad thing to listen to.
But we just heard you give your version. Am I angry anymore? I'm not, you know, what I am is tired. And I want this all to end. Her to go heal, him to go heal. You know, so many people have been affected by this malicious lie that she started and she created, and it's gone out the door and around the world. And so I can't even paint anymore. I've stopped painting for the last who knows how many years, and that's affected by stuff. I'm not angry at anybody. I want the best for her to take her responsibility, heal, and move on. And for Johnny, you know, his family has been completely wrecked by all of this stuff, and it's not fair. It's not right what she did and what happened for so many people to get affected from this. It's insane.
Also, I want to throw this out there too. This is something that I found to be so strange. I found this post showing her outfits and how they look exactly like suits that Johnny Depp wore before her that she's then wearing after. And I'm really curious what you think about that. Do you guys think that this is a coincidence? It's a little strange, especially the one where it's like the tie with the little gold thing in it. It looks like she's mimicking his outfits and I cannot make sense of it. Now, as I said, there's gonna be so many other things that come out about this. And if you guys want, I will continue to update on them. There's no telling what is going to be revealed. Whatever side you're on, if you're neutral, if you're Amber Heard's side, Johnny Depp's side, I'm really curious what you guys think about this. I've been reading everybody else's opinions and looking at the live feeds and everything during the trial, and it's really interesting to see everybody's takes, and people notice things that I didn't notice. And if you guys have been watching this trial, let me know that as well. If you guys want me to update about week 2, I'll definitely do that. Now here's the thing though, guys. I am in the 3rd trimester. My baby has dropped. I don't know when he's gonna make his entrance. I don't know when he's coming. He could come early if I disappear for a while. That is why I do have videos that are pre-filmed to post during maternity leave. But if I kind of leave this whole trial hanging and I don't update on it anymore, it's probably because I went into labor and I have a newborn. And with that being said, if you guys want to subscribe to my 2nd channel, I do have a 2nd channel where I had been posting about my pregnancy, and I have other videos planned for it as well. So if you guys want to go subscribe to that, if you're interested, it'll be linked down below, or you can just search more Kyeluh and you will find it that way. If you guys want to see more on this trial, give the video a thumbs up, and I'll be seeing you guys very soon for another video.